So hi, welcome to the Kubescape community meeting. Today is August 19th, 2025. Okay, we have different people here, that's good. So let's start with the agenda. Constance, I hope we can say something without Oshrat being here, but the place is yours.
So it was just, she mentioned that we would write a little blog post about what we are doing with the bill of behavior. And I wanted to have a little bit of clarity of what is supposed to write, not to just produce some nonsense that nobody can use. That was my question to her. But otherwise, I mean, you already gave me the sort of sketch of how the technical part of it would look like. And in fact, that was, so Ben actually put in the Google Doc for our talk for KubeCon yesterday that he expects the Bob profile thing to be ready sort of September-ish with some new release that you're doing with Node Agent.
Yes.
What exactly he said there. Yeah, so so for me that is good enough to do all the technical parts. But yeah, if you need to produce some PR or something that you can use, please do point me to format, length, whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Rotem, do we have some examples of previous PRs that we made for the CNCF?
Let me check that. Continue and I'll try to check what we have, like maybe even in Kubescape IO or something like that.
Yeah, okay, let's look.
We have like the blogs there, so maybe some of those are
yeah, I don't know. I think it was only Oshrat in contact with the CNCF regarding this
yeah.
PR. You didn't hear anything. I haven't.
No.
Okay.
If you need like some examples, then we do have the blog in the a Kubescape IO blog. Kind of example, but I don't know like which one is like sent to the CNCF. I need to recheck it.
Maybe if we Google for CNCF.
Like, do I need to, basically I need to know if I am expected to do something, until when, because I'm very happy to help, but I will not just write. If
well,
you have the
well, it's really, oh, here you go. We have this blog about Kubescape becomes a CNCF project. It's an example. It's not like a guideline. This one is a bit more technical, I think, the features, etc. I think it's like there is no like predefined structure of that. In a matter of timeline, I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they wanted something by end of August, or at least to agree on something.
So I can send here the blog post that Craig created about Kubescape 3.0.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is I think a good example because Craig wrote it, and I think it's a good example of what they are expecting it to be. But I'm not sure about the timeline.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, and I'm also not sure we should put everything on Constance's shoulders to write it.
No.
So
totally agree. I mean, I'm not in the scope really. So, is it something that you're working with Ben Oshrat on that, or can you give me just a bit of?
This was my question. So the question is like, if we are doing this, I am happy to write most of it because I do have a lot of content already for Kubescape for this topic, and then you can flesh it out. But the question is, first off, yes or no, kind of like, are we doing it in the first place?
Okay.
So I think we need to
Well,
have a or yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, we can also just write it and put it on Kubescape's blog.
We can, I think we can just do it both because that's what we're doing most of the time, right? Because like we're writing a blog post with CNCF and then we're just putting it also in the Kubescape blog. It's pretty much, you know, pretty much the same. But again, I'm not sure I don't want to put all as much as on your shoulders. So I suggest, just ping a shrat or something and let's see.
Yeah, we were expecting to discuss this today, but I don't know what happened to Shrat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the next meeting, this meeting is in September, I think.
Yes.
So might be after the deadline. This is when we should. So what is our action item for this one?
So, Alexis, have you pinged to Shrat? Like checking if she's
Yeah. She didn't reply.
Okay, so let's just write her a message about it and see how she's replying, and that's it. Okay, you want to put it on me, on you, whatever. I don't mind.
I think I will try to chase her and like do a bit of async work, and maybe we can work together on a shared Google Doc or something for the PR.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about I can start the Google Doc?
Yes, you can start it if you want to dump.
Yeah, and you figure out where we put it.
Yeah, don't worry. Yes. Okay.
Well, awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Constance. Okay. So. Good. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Zach, your turn. So, what is open reports and how can you help us?
Yeah, well, I watched the recording of the previous sync this morning, and so I guess you already have found it at least and have kind of an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I have a tendency to ramble a little bit, but I'll provide just a little context. So at Giant Swarm, we manage Kubernetes clusters, and as part of that, we manage a bunch of open source tools. And so we have been managing Kyverno and Falco and Trivy for customers for some time. And we found after we started using Kyverno, or our customers started using Kyverno, that leaving the reports in etcd tended to fill up etcd. And so if
tell us about it.
Yep. So that's a lot of fun in big clusters. And so back in the day, before Kubescape existed, or at least in the early days, we approached them about moving the reports into external storage through like an aggregated API server. So they have done that now, and so we can store policy reports outside of etcd. That's nice because then all the tools that produce security or compliance reports, we can put them all into policy reports and move them out of etcd, and the clusters stay up a lot better. And for the customers who aren't using a commercial tool, because the commercial tools obviously work differently, that has been really nice because then you can be pure open source. Since then, and so the work around moving the reports out of etcd kind of was done in the same vein by the same people who were trying to standardize the actual report format, and that was working group policy, and now it has become this open reports thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now there's it's I think still technically working group policy, but don't quote me on this. They might they were trying to find a home, I think, in Sig Auth for a while there. In one of the in one of the SIGs, they were trying to find a permanent home for the reporting format, and then instead, I think they've just decided to go the route of like open telemetry and have open reports instead. So there are a bunch of report producers and consumers, and it is very useful for customers if we don't have to have another data format. We also, because we manage the services as like part of our service offering, we have some integration and some kind of abstraction on top, and it's much nicer, obviously, for us to provide that if the tools all kind of have the same format. So that's why I was interested in getting policy report, native policy report support from Kubescape as well, because we're kind of at this crossroads where we have a set of features that we manage and we want to continue managing, but we would like to provide some of them with Kubescape. And so we're working out kind of which features would move to Kubescape. Would it be kind of an either or thing? So we're at kind of this crossroads in the security part of the product, and having everything kind of in one umbrella, I think is nice for Kubescape. It's nice for us. It's nice for open reports too, because they have more adoption. So win all around if that's something that is technically feasible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So the format is standardized. It's like a CRD that you can just import from a package and then write information to.
Exactly, and they have supported clients already for different languages, and there's a nice ecosystem around it. Like if you want a UI, there's this policy reporter that you can use for looking at policy reports, obviously. So
okay, nice. And the storage of those objects is in this aggregated API server.
it doesn't have to be, but it's that's the idea.
Yeah, but they provide one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Reports Server. It's, I think, still homed under Kyverno.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think Kubescape has the same idea, right, with the aggregated API server.
Exactly. Yes. All our CRDs they are inside what we call the storage, and it's the same principle. We provide a Go client for it, and then you just like write, get, watch, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay.
It could be the case that that yours is more mature than Report Server at this point, because I think it's purpose built for the policy reports from the Kyverno perspective. But I haven't worked with the code for a little while personally, so
Okay.
that just might be a potential. Maybe yours becomes the report server.
Okay, we'll have to see. We have to make sure we don't have conflicting API resource referencing like the two API servers, and then we pick the wrong one. Okay, yeah. So this I can definitely have a look. And okay, and what about so this is easy for reports that we generate in cluster because we have the authentication and everything. And what about the reports that we have from outside the cluster? We could also store them in a cluster somehow, or Kyverno doesn't have this capability to scan from outside, or do you know?
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah. So in Kubescape, you either install the Kubescape Helm chart. So then we scan for compliance everything from inside the cluster. So we have like all the Kubernetes authentication and stuff to write to the storage. But we also have the Kubescape CLI, which allows you to scan either clusters or YAML files from outside the cluster. And in that case, do we also have to generate or save open reports according to you?
I don't think it would make sense to persist them. At least maybe some users would be interested, but I don't think we would be interested in that right away to persist reports done from the CLI. as an output format generally, I think it would be beneficial because then they could still use the other report consumers.
Yeah, but then we would just like write them to a YAML and not trying to store them in an API server somewhere. Okay.
Exactly. I think it would be fine to keep that out of scope for now. I can imagine people would want to run a check in CI and then send the report somewhere, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Hey, Ben, how are you?
Hey, I just joined for like 10 minutes, literally. Nothing more. I need to go then.
Okay. Well, I think, do you have anything to add to the open reports? Looks like something we can do with like not too much effort.
Yeah,
Benefits are high.
I don't think like it's very complex. It's and also like we have to decide where to put it, but in general, like I'm for it.
Okay. Okay. And regarding the CNCF press release, did you hear from Oshrat or?
So we haven't started to yet to work on it. But we more or less agreed that we are going to um we are
Yeah,
going
speak about
to
the
use
bill of behavior. Yes.
so yeah, so we are going to more to runtime detection, and we'll call this Kubescape 4.0 release, and
Oh.
this is going to be the like the major part of the thing. We might want to get uh, um adapters to like do some say a few things about that, which would be make the PR much more interesting. But in general, yeah, we're going to start to work on it in like next month, and we have a month to prepare
We
it.
have a month? I thought it was end of August. No?
No, no, I don't think so.
Oh.
Let me check it with her. I double check it, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay, okay. So anyway, so Constance is gonna start putting in the Google Doc some technical information and like more general information about the bill of behavior, because I think that's something big that we have to put in this PR,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
agreed.
For that, so you know that Neuvector does something very similar, and so what I wanted to write it like that. That Kubescape is by far the easiest, but that also like UpArmor, SecComp, and traditional tools, they actually can use almost the same technical content, and you could parse it in. You know, you could
Yeah.
translate to the other formats, but that we're writing it for Kubescape because it's the easiest. And let's say, and all the anomaly detection and the behavioral alerting, that is really the value add that comes with the integration into the whole of the
Yeah.
ecosystem. So that's like
Yeah.
my spin on it, because I don't want to say this is nothing new, right? All of the other tools can also do something very similar, but
Right.
this why this one is so much easier than everything else. Okay, then I'll start from that pitch, and you all I'll just share the GDoc.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for that. Do we have anything else? Any other subject, Ben?
No, I don't have like anything so anything outstanding beyond like the major thing is the moving to the CL based rule processing,
Yeah.
which is a major thing. The new like all the releases we did around the storage and the node agent that was meant to enable scaling of the components with the cluster are looking good. But we need more adapters to like feel more confident about them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we are planning like new features which you should add to the roadmap, like the file integrity monitoring,
Yeah.
and things. Yeah, this is the end. Obviously, like we need to. It would be great to find some contributor who would be willing to work on helping us moving to image-based gadgets in Inspector Gadget, because we are like super lagging behind that project, and Inspector Gadget is stopping supporting the current version we are using, and we should update, and it involves some work
Yeah.
to do for all those eBPF enthusiasts who are out there.
Yes.
We are calling them out. Um, That's it, guys. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to jump on
Yeah.
the call and say hi to everyone because I know
No,
new
it's good. It's good.
content.
It's good you came. That's good. Anyway, I think the next step is like me jumping on the triage. So
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
else can just disconnect, and I will continue the.
I think I'm scoring an own goal that I'm going away from the triage business, because this way will get all the triage. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, guys.
Also, we added some compliance controls.
Bye,
Yeah,
Ben.
Bye.
yeah,
Yes.
Bye, Ben.
we've started to support CI. You're right, CIS 1.10, I guess.
1.7? No. Oh,
No,
okay. Yeah.
we're 1.10, and we updated also EKS CIS. So I know it was a fun project for
Yeah.
all those compliance lovers. Okay, see you everyone.
See you, Ben.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Matthias, I have a super quick question.
Sure.
Did you get any feedback on these 8 disk calls that I asked you about?
About this?
That I often get alerted on the run C and not
Yes.
application. We can also
Yes.
discuss elsewhere.
Yeah. We will discuss like in the because I touched base with Amit regarding these. He said, it's expected to have those forbidden calls, but we should like do differently.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
not the user not see them or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I will continue in our chat about this.
Okay, so, sounds good. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Well, thank you for joining the call. I will move to triage, so you're free to leave if you want.
Thank you.
See
Thank
you.
you. Bye,
Bye.
Constance.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
Isaac.
Bye bye.
Bye, Rotem.
Bye.
All right, triage. Let me update things here. Okay. Oh, again, an issue with Sarif. Okay. I will check that. Okay, this one I'm actually waiting to have a cluster to reproduce. Good, I'm on it. Image tracking is one of the vulnerabilities. Okay. Good. Come on, GitHub. Okay, let's see. It's nice. This one in progress. Okay, I will check.
Alors, je te montre comment on fait les moteurs et on va voir si tu me comprends. Parce que là, j'ai le feu. Et là, j'ai les moteurs. Pour te dire.
Good. Well, I think that's it for the moment. See you in 2 weeks.